All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Morning Bridge on Zoom here with the Oklahoma Collective. We have a collection of hands to look at today of various subjects. You told me last week that you like this sort of thing, so I have compiled a whole bunch of different types of hands to think about, find the error, what was wrong in this auction, what should the bid have been, et cetera, et cetera. So let's jump in with both feet here. This first one is an example of a hand that was played in the Oklahoma Collective some time back, but it has a goodly number of points that bear repeating and reviewing. So I thought we would go over it again. West is the opener. Here's the hand on your left, and east is the responder. West opens one spade. Everybody agree that one diamond, I'm sorry, not one spade, one diamond. Does everybody agree that one diamond is the correct opening bid there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
looks like me. Nothing better. This hand has what, 18 points in it? Something like that. And a 5-card suit. So this is a very nice hand. East responds one no trump. What does a one no trump response generally show?
6 to 9.
Generally shows 6 to 9 points and no 4-card major. When your partner opened a minor suit, it denies a 4-card major. Well, the part about not having a 4-card major is right, isn't it? But how many points are in this hand here?
15.
That's a one no trump opener, isn't it? I want to remind everybody, particularly the newer players that are listening out there, that one no trump by responder is a completely different animal from one no trump by opener. One no trump by opener shows 15 to 17 high card points and a balanced or semi-balanced hand. This hand is much too strong for a one no trump response. What would be an appropriate response to a one diamond bid here, do you think?
I would bid 3 no trump.
Okay, anybody else have a thought?
2 clubs.
2 clubs is decent, I think. 3 no trump is a pretty unilateral action, isn't it? Your partner opened the bidding and you have 15 high card points. You can jump to 3 no trump to deny a 4-card major, but I think that most of the time I would say that when I have a big hand or when my partner opens and I have a 15-point hand like this, that 2 clubs is more descriptive. Yeah, I'm giving away information, but remember when you have a big hand, you go slowly. Now, I don't know that my partner has 18 points at this juncture in the auction, but that's part of the reason that I'm keeping the bidding low. I don't think it's wrong to bid 3 no trump here. It's just not my style. My style, when I have a good hand, is to try to be descriptive and give my partner a chance to show what he has. Now, but let's say that I did bid 1 no trump here by East. We've decided that bid's incorrect, right? Mm-hmm. What about the 2 no trump rebid by the opener? Does that make sense over 1 no trump by responder?
Yes.
Sure it does. I think it's a perfect call. Because when your partner has promised you only 6 to 9 points, in order to force partner to the 2 no trump or 3 level bid of a suit, you need to have that 18-point hand because partner may have only 6 points. So if you try to raise to 2 no trump with only a minimum opening hand, you're liable to be in a lot of trouble. If partner has 9 points, well, maybe you can do that, especially if you're on 14. But there is no guarantee that partner has 9 points. So you have to take into account that partner could very well be on 6 or 7. And that's why the raise of a 1 no trump bid by responder to 2 no trump by the opener requires at least 18 points. So I don't have a problem with the 2 no trump. With the 2 no trump rebid by opener here at all. Based on what partner told me, That's an eminently reasonable bid. Well, now East bids 3 no trump. Do we think that's the right response? Partner's shown us 18 or 19 points.
No. It should be 4 no trump.
No.
Well, if partner showed you 18 or 19 and you have 15, are you going to just invite?
No.
No, you're going to bid 6 no trump correctly, aren't you? Yeah. So rather than 3 no trump here, if I'm East, looking at a 2 no trump raise here, and I realize, I made a mistake. Rather than 3 no trump, I probably need to bid 6. But I think it's kind of obvious that maybe this East player is a novice, and East rebids 3 no trump. This now then, West bids 4 no trump. Is this the correct bid here?
No, 6.
Well, if partner signs off in 3, if he bids 1 no trump first and then signs off in 3 no trump, remember, opener is the describer and responder is the decider. The responder says we have game and no trump, partner. That's it. So following a 3 no trump rebid by East, West needs to pass. I put this hand in here to try to emphasize the point that accurate bidding and rebidding is really, really important when you're trying to get to the right contract. As it happens, they got to the right contract. But why in the world West bid 4 no trump and why did East bid 5 no trump? I have no idea. I have no idea what all of the bids after 3 no trump meant, because according to the first 4 bids in the auction, the final contract should have been 3 no trump. Somehow they got to 6. I can't explain the bidding beyond that at all. But which of these bids are forcing now? Well, is the 1 diamond opening forcing?
No.
No. How about the 1 no trump response by East? Is that forcing?
No.
No, it's not. How about 2 no trump by West?
No.
It is not forcing. 2 no trump is always forward going, but never forcing. And certainly any of these other no trump bids are not forcing. So it becomes really important when you have a big hand in the East to keep making forcing bids so that, or bidding new suits, to keep your partner bidding. When you have a good hand and your partner has opened the bidding, you want to make sure that you don't stop short of game. If you play 2 over 1, this is easy. 1 diamond, 2 clubs. We're in a game force here, at least. But if you don't, then especially a partner rebids some number of no trump here. Let's say it went 1 diamond, 2 clubs, 3 no trump by West. Should East pass that?
No.
Right. Absolutely not. Because the 3 no trump bid shows the 18 or 19 point hand there. Absolutely. When he jumps directly to 3 no trump, he says, not worried about it here. So the fact that East has 15 high card points means he should just put 6 no trump on the table. Purely and simply. So you can get to 6 no trump by bidding 1 diamond, 2 clubs, as long as the West hand doesn't bid just 2 no trump to show this hand. He needs to bid 3 no trump. If he does that, then this pair will find 6 no trump all day long. So West bid pretty much correctly, except when he bid 4 no trump after 3 no trump. 3 no trump should have been, especially after East limited his hand with that 1 no trump response. 3 no trump should have been the end of the bidding. But as I said, I think this was probably bid by a novice pair. And the fact that they even got to 6 no trump is something of a miracle, if you want to know my honest opinion. All right, here's the
Susan, back on that one, if you could go
Oh,
back to that. If they opened one diamond and they East bids 2 clubs and West bids 3 no trump, did you say East should just go directly to
yeah,
6?
because that 3 no trump bid by West shows an 18 or 19 point hand. If he had
Okay.
15 to 17, he'd have opened 1 no trump. If he had rebid 2 no trump, that would show the 12 to 14 point opening hand. Even
Okay.
over the 2 club response, he has to bid at least 2 no trump after partner bids 2 clubs. So in
And
order to show,
just don't worry about the doubletons or any.
no, my partner is. This hand doesn't look very balanced, but my partner showed me a very nice hand when he jumps to 3 no trump.
Okay, thank you.
But he only has to bid 2 no trump if he has a minimum opening hand. Does that make sense? No, you don't worry about shape when your partner gives you this kind of a response, because no trump bidding is largely a matter of addition. Now, obviously, West doesn't have a 4-card major, or he'd have not bid 3 no trump. If he'd had a 4-card major, remember, following a 2 over 1 response, either partner can bid 4-card suits up the line in the majors. When West doesn't do that, but jumps to 3 no trump instead, you can rest pretty much assured that he does not have a 4-card major. You have a lot of length in the minors. You've got 6 club tricks and 5 diamond tricks. You've got about 14 or 15 tricks on this hand. So it's largely a matter of addition. No trump bidding is so well laid out on the no trump ladder. I've sent all of you, I know the no trump bidding ladder by opener and the no trump bidding ladder by responder. There's a very set number of points assigned to each bid as you go up the line. And so when opener jumps to 3 no trump here, that shows, hey, I'd have jumped to 2 no trump if you had bid on the 1 level. That's basically what it shows. I have to jump to show that kind of hand here. Does that make sense?
Question in the chat, Susan. What do you think of Gerber after the 3 no trump bid?
Gerber is always a jump, so 4 clubs would not be Gerber. Sorry. That's the way it's played. Unless you and your partner have a different agreement, 4 clubs over 3 no trump isn't Gerber.
And a request that you resend the no trump chart again.
Somehow I knew when I said that. There are probably a number of people on this call this morning who weren't part of the group when I did it the first time. I will send it to everybody, and if those of you who don't want it can just delete the email. How about that?
Great, thank you.
You bet. And Rick, remind me after this,
okay,
if you would please, because I may go to sleep between now and then. Here's some hints. The hand on the left is the West hand. The hand on the east, or on the right, is the East hand. West has a great big old hand. And in the first auction, I have 4 examples here of bidding sequences that I saw in one of the Oklahoma Collective games. I would like for you to tell me what you think is right here. The first one, West opens 2 clubs. Everybody agree with that, right? This is a 2-club opener. East bids 2 diamonds. Absolutely what he's supposed to do. Now West bids 2 spades.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. What should that bid have been?
2 hearts.
No. You need a 5-card major to bid it.
That's right. Good for you, Gail. But Gail, explain me this. Why can't I rebid a 4-card major on my second bid here? I've already bid 2 clubs. Am I not promising only 4 here?
No, you're bidding your suit, so you're promising 5.
That's right. Everybody thinks that 2 clubs is a regular opening bid here. It is not. 2 clubs and 2 diamonds are artificial. Particularly for the opener, 2 clubs is strong, artificial, and forcing.
2 no trump.
And then when you rebid a suit, you have at least 5 cards in it because, in effect, that is the opening bid for your side. What you do with the 2 club opening is say, I have the 800-pound gorilla hand over here, partner. Let's keep going until we find the right place to play. So now if I bid a suit, I've got to have at least 5 cards in it. Ideally, if I'm bidding a suit, I have 6. But in this case, I don't have a 5-card suit, do I? So what's my call?
You know, Trump.
Exactly. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no trump shows a no trump opener, balanced or semi-balanced, with 22 to 24 high card points. That's the perfect description of that hand, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. And now he says, oh, you have a big hand that's no trumpy. Well, I have a 5-card spade suit here. I think I'll transfer. Remember, statement and transfers are on over a 2 no trump opening, a 1 no trump opening, or a 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no trump opening. So in this case, East bids only 3 spades here. Do you think that's the right call?
No, that isn't it 2 hearts transferred to spades?
It should have, well, but remember, opener rebid 2 spades.
I thought it was supposed to be 2 no trump.
Spades. He has 7 high card points and 5 spades, for goodness sakes. I don't think that you can say with 7 points, even counting one more. If you're going to count the queen doubleton, I don't think you can count 2 points for the queen itself. I think that's really 1 point for the queen, but then you have a diamond doubleton. If you play spades, as evidently we're going to here, then I think this hand is really worth 5 or 6 points. And so I think rebidding 3 spades, saying, hey, show me stuff, I have enough extras that we may have a slam, is highly unlikely here. I think 4 spades is a more accurate call. But then, after finding the fit in spades, West rebids 3 no trump. Is that the right call? You found a spade fit, but you go to 3 no trump. I can't explain it either, guys. I have no explanation for this. When you found a spade fit, I don't know why you would go to 3 no trump. You have at least a 4-4 fit in spades. And opener has shortness in clubs. Responder has shortness in diamonds. I personally think 4 spades is a lot better place to play. Let's look at the next option.
Oh, could I have a question? This is Gail.
Sure.
So the bidding should have gone, never mind what was bid, the example, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, waiting, 2 no trump showing, and then 3 hearts to transfer to spades.
Seems reasonable.
And then the what is that? West says spades, and then you go to 4 spades.
Yeah. So let's see number 2 here. West opens 2 clubs, which is absolutely right, and East responds 2 spades. Is that a good call?
No.
Why not? He has 5 spades. That's what he's supposed to have.
Yeah, but you want to see what your partner has first.
Well, exactly. Yeah, this is you're taking up a gob of bidding space to show a crappy suit. If you're going to do that, if you're going to bid something other than 2 diamonds, you need to have at least 5 cards in the suit and at least 2 of the top 3 honors in it. This is a 5-card suit, but it's not something that's worth taking up bidding space. Remember, opening and responding to a 2-club auction doesn't quite fit the rules of normal standard American or 2-over-1 bidding. That's because instead of showing a suit with our first bid or using a convenient minor opening, we're showing the strength first. That's not what we normally do. when we play standard American. Now, if you play precision, you do show your strength initially with your first bid. But that's not what we're playing here. We're playing standard American. So 2 clubs is just a strength showing bid. You do not respond to that the same way you would a 1 club opening. I know this is hard for people to remember and to understand sometimes, so I'm trying to say things a little differently from the way that I have in the past. 2 spades here should promise a much better suit than what this one is. West can hardly be blamed for jumping to 4 spades, but now look what we've done. We've wrong-sided the contract. The big hand is on the table. It may not make any difference in this particular on this particular hand, but the problem is there are many hands where it will. And so Gail's point that you need to give your partner room to tell you what he has is absolutely right on. Absolutely right on. Okay.
Hey, I have a question.
Sure, go right ahead.
When they did the transfer from 3 hearts to transfer to spade, if you had 23 points and you knew you had a 9-card spade fit, why wouldn't you just bid 4 spades instead of doing 3 spades?
Oh, like a super accept, because I don't know yet whether my partner has 3 points or 10 points.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're in a forcing auction here. So
Okay.
I want to bid 3 spades in case my partner wants to show me a control, for instance. He's going to be hard pressed because I have all 4 aces and I have 2 kings even. But there's still a chance that my partner has enough that we would want to be in slam. And the best way I can give him room to show me slam interest is by bidding 3 spades. All right. Auction number 3. Good question. Thank you. 2 clubs by West, 2 diamonds in the East, 2 no trump. So far, so good. 3 hearts, transfer, 3 spades, 3 no trump. Everybody passes. Should West have passed that 3 no trump bid?
No,
Why not?
because they have a spade fit.
Yeah, they have at least a 9-card spade fit. At least. You know, the responder has 5 spades, you have 4. Well, I admit that's not a fabulous trump suit, but it's still a 9-card spade fit. You'll probably lose 1 or 2 spades. You might only lose 1, but you could lose 2. And you're not really going to lose anything else. If East had just 1 of the major trump honors, or even a minor trump honor, a queen or a jack, then you would have a play for 6. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen here. Now, 3 no trump isn't a horrible contract, as you can see. You don't have a lot of honors in spades, but you have length. And so that limits the number of spade tricks that the opponents can take. 3 no trump is not one that's going to fail. But this last auction right here is an absolutely correct auction. The danger in playing 3 no trump here is when a transfer is used, you don't really know how many points the responder has, do you? Because transfers can be used with 0 high card points. If East has 0 high card points, do you think West wants to be playing no trump? He doesn't, does he? I mean, and we don't know. Following a transfer, we don't know. And by passing 3 no trump, West in effect tells his partner, I have only 2 spades. I have only 2 spades, partner. So I want to play no trump instead. But he has 4 spades. And since West really has no idea about the strength of his partner's hand, a 4-spade contract here is much safer. He doesn't have the benefit of a double dummy analysis here. So I think it's absolutely incumbent on West to correct the contract to 4 spades. So number 4 is the correct bidding sequence. And somebody actually did that in this limited game here. So I was pleased to see that.
Susan, Going back to the number 2 choice, explained that was wrong because their spade suit wasn't good enough.
Right.
If they, how many high card points do they really need
They need
in
to have
addition to having a good suit?
bid minimum number, I would say, is 9. Enough to be reasonably certain that we might have a slam if we have a fit, to justify taking up all that bidding space and potentially wrong siding the contract. This hand is too weak and the suit is too weak to bid 2 spades here. You need 2 of the top 3 honors, a 5-card suit, and a minimum of 8 or 9 high card points to bid something other than 2 diamonds.
Thanks.
For those of you who use the 2 hearts negative, I personally use the second negative with all of my partners. But remember that if you use 2 hearts negative, it must be alerted. It must be alerted because it does not show a heart suit. Okay. Let's see what we think about this auction. After his right-hand opponent passes, East opens a diamond. That looks reasonable to me. This is a dead minimum, flat as a pancake, aceless hand. It's the kind I would be tempted to downgrade and not open, except look at the numbers of 10s and 9s that I have there. I have King, Queen 10, King 10, Jack 9. I have great texture in this hand. So I'm going to open it, even though it's a little ugly. East opens a diamond. West bids 1 spade. East responds 2 spades. What do we think so far?
Wrong.
Why, Gail?
Because that 1 spade only promises 4.
That's right. You would be amazed how many times I see this, though. Unless you're just a masochist, or maybe I should say a sadist, and you like to see your partner squirm in 4-3 fits, don't be raising to 2 spades, particularly when you have no roughing value. There's one particular time when you might want to respond 2 of a major after your partner rebid, I should say, after your partner responded 1 of a major after you opened a minor. And that is if you have a singleton and an unbid suit, and you have an honor and 2 small in that major suit that your partner bid. Hopefully, partner can use your small trumps for roughing in that short suit that you have. But you notice there's absolutely no roughing value in the East hand here. There is no advantage to playing in a trump suit when you've got a dummy that looks like that. There's no roughing value in it. Well, if you can't rough something in the short trump hand, you don't want to be playing a suit contract. Generally, you want to be playing a no trump contract. And this hand actually is pretty good for a no trump contract. I've heard many, many people say, oh, my hand was all aces and spaces. I hate that when I'm playing no trump. Well, and I agree that can be difficult because a large part of the technique that's used in playing a no trump hand is designed to develop tricks. You can develop tricks when you have secondary honors and 10s and 9s and things like that. This hand is well suited to developing tricks in the suits. It's not 3 aces and a jack or something. That gives you 3 tricks with precious little opportunity to develop anything else. So what would you bid if you were sitting East here?
1 no trump.
Sure. 1 no trump. I have a 12 to 14 point hand and I have fewer than 4 spades, partner. What do you think? So the 2 spade bid is incorrect here. I don't think anybody would quarrel with 4 spades after East bid 2 spades. And this turns out to be the right contract. But that's playing results on this hand only. You have to think about if you bid like this over the vast universe of your experience, how often are you going to get lucky like this?
Not often.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Susan, why don't you use new minor forcing here?
Well, East wouldn't bid new minor forcing. He would bid one no trump. And now here comes West, and West has a 14-point hand with a doubleton in it. And he doesn't know that there's a fit yet, but he definitely knows that his partner opened and that he has better than a limit raise, and he has 5 spades. So his correct bid then over one no trump that East is supposed to bid, his correct rebid is 2 clubs. Tell me about your major suit holdings, partner. And then East would bid 2 spades, and then West could bid 4 spades. Now we know that West has 5 spades in his hand. But unless you're clairvoyant as East, you can't possibly know that because your partner is promising you only 4. So if you like your partner, try not to raise with only 3 cards in his major suit. There are 1 or 2 times when that is preferable, but that's when you don't have any good choices. And the least evil of all the choices is to raise partner's major. So we have this incorrect bid right here. If he rebids one no trump, West can use new minor forcing and they find the spade fit anyway. If not, they can play 3 no trump. No biggie. Okay. West opens 1 heart. Looks reasonable to me. I mean, you've got 14 highs. That's, some people would count the 5th heart and open at 1 no trump, but I don't have a problem with 1 heart here. And then North overcalls 2 clubs. Anybody have a problem with that?
They should have more points to bid 2 clubs as an overcall.
This is a 2-level overcall, guys. It's a completely different animal from a 1-level overcall. A 2-level overcall, particularly in a minor suit, should show a full opening hand and 5 good cards in the minor, or preferably 6 cards in the minor. I know that that's pretty conservative bidding, but I've been burned a number of times, not only by bidding with too few points when I overcalled, but by supporting my partner's suit when I shouldn't have, when I'm the overcaller, when I'm the advancer. And I advance and keep bidding because I think my partner has a better hand than what he has. What's the correct call with this hand here, the north hand?
Pass.
Pass. Larry Cohen says many times it's the best bid in the box. And it's certainly true here. Now, we know that East isn't going to bid, right? The only way he's bidding is if his partner opened 2 clubs. So he's passing as well. And now we come around to the really interesting hand here, this south hand. This south hand has 14 high card points in it, doesn't it? And if North bids 2 clubs, he'll bid 3 clubs, and that'll be it, right?
Yeah.
That'll be it. They'll play 3 clubs, and that's it. But how about if North passes and East passes, what should South do?
Double.
Double. Really?
1 no trump.
Well, 1 no trump in the balancing seat shows 11 to 14 high card points and a stop in hearts, since that's what the opponents bid. Does that fit this hand?
Yes.
You bet it does. You bet it does. So now then, let's look at this 10-point hand here a little differently. We don't have a 4 or 5. We can't transfer. We're not bidding Stamen, but we know that partner has 11 to 14 high card points. I have 10. Should I bid or should I pass?
Bid.
What do you want to bid? If you bid 2 no trump, you're inviting your partner to bid 3. The most he has is 14 and you have 10. Do you have a game?
No.
Not likely.
Not unless you get lucky.
Well, I don't like to depend on luck
No.
myself. I prefer to have my partners trust my bidding. Remember, your partner borrowed a king to bid one no trump. It shows a hand that's about a king short of a one no trump opening. If your
Yeah.
partner really had doubled first and then bid one no trump, saying I have a real one no trump opener, then North should bid three no trump, shouldn't he, with 10 high card points? In this case, he should pass, because if he invites, partner is going to bid three because he's at the maximum for his bid. Inviting says, please go on if you have the maximum for your bid. South does. So if North invites, you're going to be playing three no trump and you're going down. I mean, even though we know where all the points are. The problem,
Susan,
yes.
The one no trump means 11 to 14 high card points only because it's in the balancing seat.
Yeah.
If it were in the direct seat, what would it mean? 15
to 18 or whatever your range is for a one no trump overcall. I put 15 to 18.
Okay.
So if bids are different in the balancing seat, I've been toying with the idea of reviewing balancing bids and doubles here lately. Maybe that would be a good thing for after the tournament.
Yes, I agree.
I think that you can see that. I mean, we know where nearly all the points are, right? We tend to think that we should take the backwards finesse and diamonds, and in this case, that would lose to the queen here. But if this hand is played well, you can make two no trump, which outscores three clubs all day long. So on this particular hand, North cost his partnership by sticking in a bid he had no business bidding. Sometimes, and I will tell you, I played yesterday in an online game with my regular partner, and I had the opportunity to interfere over a typical 15 to 17 no trump. I have a hand that's 6-4-2-1, very shapely hand, a great spade suit. So I overcalled, showing the long suit. And sure enough, I made my bid and even made three. The problem is the people who didn't bid set the opponents more than what I got for making my bid. So I bid when I would have gotten a better result by not interfering. But that you pays your money and you take your chances, basically. I had Mel's rule of 8 all day long with a bunch of extra even. But in that particular instance, and that's something that I haven't spoken much about because I've never really experienced it. But sometimes that's part of the reason that Mel's rules only work about 70 to 75% of the time, is because sometimes the opponents are already in over their heads, but I had no way of knowing that. My partner had a decent hand for me, and so I was able to make an over trick, but I still would have done better doubling what the opponents ended up in. So it doesn't always work out right. But in this case, this is another example. I know people like to bid a lot and they tell you, oh, be disruptive, get in their way, do this, do that. Sometimes, though, you're better off when you don't have the values. Remember, John Parrish used to say all the time, bad things can happen when you don't have enough values for the bid you want to make and you bid anyway. It's worth paying attention to John Parrish, let me tell you. He was an emerald.
Susan, Ella has a question.
Yeah.
Hi, Susan. I have two quick questions. If you overcall from an opening bid to a no trump, is that announceable?
No, you do not have to announce it. You notice on your convention card, it is not blue. And
Okay.
that is, there's precious little variation in the point range used for a no trump overcall, whereas for a one no trump opening, you hear people playing 10 to 12, 12 to 14, 11 to 14, 13 to 15. Some people still play 16 to 18. You'll hear 14 to 17. I mean, you hear all kinds of different variations for one no trump openings, and that's why that one is announceable. Two no trump by almost everyone is 20 or 21, and a one no trump overcall is 15 to 17 or 15 to 18 for most pairs out there.
Thank you. And can you go back on the sheet just before the one that you were talking about? I have a question about when you bid two clubs by West, you're a new minor forcing. What does East then bid? Because they don't have any 4-card suit.
Well, he's not asking for a 4-card suit. That's not statement. A
Okay.
1 bid by the opener is say it's a 12 to 14 no trump is what it is. I couldn't open one no trump because I don't have enough points. I have a balanced hand that does not contain 4 spades in it. So 2 clubs is new minor forcing, saying, partner, do you have 4 hearts or 3 spades? Now, in this case, West doesn't have 4 hearts. So if it happens that East responds in hearts, he's going to go back to no trump. But the 2 club bid is forcing, because once the opener has limited his hand by bidding one no trump, unless you play new minor forcing, the bid of a new suit by responder is not forcing. So when you play new minor forcing, you bid the new minor, the one your partner did not bid, and it says, tell me more about your major suit holdings, partner. And in this case, East will now bid 2 spades to show a minimum hand with 3-card spade support. And then, having enough for game, West will bid the game.
Thank you.
Susan, this is Gail. Could you go over again what the bid should have been?
On this hand, it should have been 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 4 spades. That's using new minor forcing. If you don't know new minor forcing, you don't have a way to force here.
Okay.
Responder can't force unless he bids. He just has to bid 3 no trump, because if you don't play new minor forcing, 2 clubs isn't forcing. 2 spades is a weak hand with 6 spades in it. 3 spades is an invitational hand with 6 spades in it. You don't have a bid if you don't play new minor forcing here. That's why people like new minor forcing so much. Okay. Let's try another one here. All right. West opens a diamond. North pass. East bids 2 clubs. Looks reasonable to me, doesn't it? Or not? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. 8, 9, 10, 11. If I assume we're not playing 2 over 1 here, so clubs, 1 diamond, 2 clubs, 2 no trump. Now by West, and then pass by East. Which bid do we think is incorrect? Or is there more than one that's incorrect?
Passing is incorrect.
I would, well, which pass?
The one by East, because West just said I have 18 to 19 points.
East bid at the 2 level.
Oh. So if East bids at the 2 level, the 2 no trump doesn't show 18 to 19?
It could show 12 to 14 or 18 to 19.
Okay.
I was talking earlier about with this hand, after my partner bids 2 clubs, I'm probably just bidding 3 no trump to show my hand. But even if West bids 2 no trump inviting, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, and a 5-card suit, I'm going to be really tempted to bid 3 no trump with the East hand anyway. A very conservative bidder would probably pass 2 no trump, but I think you can see that 3 no trump is virtually a lead pipe cinch here. So
if you play 2 over 1, how do you bid this hand?
like 2 over 1, then 2 no trump can be either 12 to 14 or 18 to 19.
What's East first bid?
Well, with 11 points, you have an option here. 1 diamond by West, 2 no trump by East shows no 4-card major, 10, 11, 12 points, average of 11 high card points in it, saying, I don't have a 4-card major to show you, but I'm too strong to bid 1 no trump. And in that case, then West will be the dummy in 3 no trump. And Declare's hand is strong enough that it's not a serious problem to have the strong hand be on the board. And there's no hanging king in the West hand, so he's not particularly worried about that. You do have the option of bidding 2 no trump as East. There's usually more than one way to bid a hand. In this instance, 2 clubs is descriptive, certainly, but 2 no trump is probably even more descriptive. Problem is, 3 of my points are jacks. I have the 10 and the club suit, which is good, but I couldn't argue with anybody for bidding 2 clubs. It makes this hand's rebid more difficult. But as I said, I'm probably going to bid 3 no trump after my partner bids 2 clubs, because even if I don't play 2 over 1, I know my partner has at least 10 high card points. I have enough that 3 no trump should be good. Right?
Right.
So, and even 1 diamond, 2 clubs, I know my partner has at least 11 points. So either East can bid 2 no trump initially, or West should bid 3 no trump. Because remember, 2 no trump is forward going, but never forcing. The 2 club bid should tell West, I have at least 10 points. This is an 18-point hand over here. Don't invite. You have enough for game, and partner has bid clubs. So you're not going to get a club lead, even if partner does have a kind of a ratty club suit. But with 3 honors in it, this is not a ratty suit. So I think 2 clubs could be 2 no trump, but I think 2 no trump is definitely wrong. No matter which bid East chooses, I think 2 no trump is the incorrect bid here. My opinion only. Okay. Hand number 2 on this page. East opens a club. We get a heart by West. 2 clubs by East, and then everybody passes. What do you think?
The 2 rebid is wrong, because if you're going to bid and rebid your suit, you need at least 6.
That's right. I hear people say, well, I rebid my clubs to show you it was a real suit. You know what, folks? I don't care if your club suit is a real suit. I really don't. What is the correct rebid here by the opener?
1 no trump.
Yes, absolutely. Now then, if East rebids 1 no trump, what should West bid?
Pass.
2 hearts.
He needs to rebid 2 hearts, doesn't he? Saying, partner, I have 6 to 9 points and at least 6 hearts. Fold them up. We're playing it here. So 2 clubs is incorrect, and passing 2 clubs with a stiff is absolutely incorrect here. This hand is only valuable if the hand is played in the heart suit. So look how much better 2 hearts is than 2 clubs. Right? Okay.
What is the bidding on that? The correct bidding?
Pardon me?
What is the correct bidding on that? It's one
pass by South, 1 heart by West, pass by North, 1 no trump by East.
Okay.
2 hearts, all pass.
Okay, thank you.
Bet. Okay, this is your hand as South. We have several auctions here. Tell me what you're going to bid next here. You're south. Your partner north opens a spade. You have 10 points, so you don't have 3-card spade support. So you have to rebid, or you have to bid 1 no trump, right? Anybody going to bid anything differently there? That's a really good 1 no trump response, but you don't have a fit in spades, and I don't know, I don't like bidding awful suits like this diamond suit, and the problem with bidding the hearts is you don't have 5 of them. So regardless of whether you play 2 over 1, you're going to bid 1 no trump here. North rebids 2 hearts. Now this looks better, doesn't it? So east passes, and now it's your call as south. What are you going to bid?
3 hearts.
Why are you bidding 3 hearts, Gail?
Well, I have 4 cards, so I'm assuming my partner has at least 4.
Yes, he does. That's right. You found an 8-card fit.
And I mean, I could go to 4 hearts.
Well, I think you're evaluating your hand correctly when you bid only 3. The queen and jack of spades have now become big cards, haven't they?
Yeah.
They help your partner's spade suit. You have an outside ace. You've really got a pretty good hand for your partner, but you don't have enough to bid game directly. So you have enough to invite if partner has more than a minimum. So 3 hearts is a good call. Definitely. Same hand again, only this is the auction by your partner now. He opens a club, you bid a heart, north bids 1 no trump. What are you going to do as south? You think this is right?
2 no trump.
2 no trump? Well, you have 10 points, don't you? How
Yeah.
many does your partner have? He has only 12 to 14, doesn't he?
Right.
So if he has 14 and you have 10, do you belong in game?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. And if you invite and partner has 14, he can and should bid 3. You need at least 11 high card points to invite a hand that has shown a minimum opening here by rebidding 1 no trump. This is 12 to 14 points. You need at least 11 high card points. You don't have a 5-card suit in your hand. There's no way you can get 11 points. And the queen and jack of spades are worth, or may or may not be worth anything on this hand because partner doesn't have 4 spades.
So pass.
So pass is the right call. Absolutely. There is no game here. And if you bid 2 no trump, you're inviting your partner to bid it. You can't stop in 2 no trump because 2 no trump is forward going. Okay, here's another one. Yet another different, same hand, different scenario here. This time you pass the first time and your left-hand opponent bids 3 clubs. North doubles. East passes, and now you have to bid. You're on the hot seat.
3 hearts.
Anybody have another opinion?
4 hearts because you have 9 to 11, don't you?
Well, you do. But that's a game bid. What do you know about partners take out double of a 3-level bid? Does he have a normal minimum opening? He better not, right? Because he's forced you to bid at the 3-level, and you could be totally broke.
Mm-hmm.
East could have something and just not have any clubs. I mean, he's shown 7 or 6, and you've got 3. It's very likely that East might not have any clubs. But partner was willing to force you to bid at the 3-level or higher. I would give him a hand worth 15 or 16 points with shortness and clubs. So in that case, with my hand, I'm bidding 4 hearts. Even though it doesn't look like we have much of a prayer for it, my partner has a good hand. If he had less than that, if he had a normal takeout double that's say about 11 to 14, he can't force you to bid at the 3-level, particularly at unfavorable vulnerability. So, all right, where are we headed with this next hand here? 2 no trump, pass 3 clubs by south, which is Stamen. North says 3 hearts. How high do you think we're going to be here? Think we're going to be in a heart game, heart slam, no trump game, no trump slam, heart or no trump game, heart or no trump slam?
You have roughly 30 points.
That's right. Are we going to play slam?
Probably not.
Right? You have a nice hand, but it's not quite good enough opposite a 2 no trump opening. So let's eliminate everything that says slam. We're going to play heart game or no trump game. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm playing the heart game. My partner has shown me 4 hearts in his hand, and I have 4 hearts. So after he bids 3 hearts, I'm bidding 4 hearts all day long. So I think we're playing a heart game here. Mm-hmm. Once again, you've got this same hand, and this time partner opens 2 clubs and rebids 2 no trump. How high are we going this time?
This is a slam.
Yeah, this is going to be a slam. Are we going to invite or are we going to bid it?
Bid it.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. Your partner has 22 to 24 high card points and you have 10. The only thing you want to know is how many hearts do you have, partner? I mean, it's conceivable that we could play 6 no trump, even with a 4-4 heart fit, but I've got some stuff that I wouldn't mind being able to rough out here. So I'm going to check for a 4-4 heart fit and then bid a slam based on what my partner says. This time your partner opens 1 spade. You rebid 1 no trump. Now partner says 2 spades. What do you think?
4 spades.
How many points has your partner shown you?
Minimum hand.
Minimum hand. That's right. Minimum hand. If he had a hand worth 16 at least, he'd have rebid 3 spades, wouldn't he? I have 2 good cards for him in spades. So we have an 8 card fit. Is it possible that we could have game?
No.
Well, it depends on, but if partner has a 12 to 14 point hand, even adding 4, and he doesn't know that there's a fit yet. So he has shortness. We don't know yet. I think this is worth a 3 spade bid myself. I know there's an 8 card fit. I have 10 points. If my partner has anything extra now, he knows that he can go on. But with 10 points in my hand, we ought to be all right at the 3 level. Partner has a long spade left, but I wouldn't argue terribly if you said pass.
Susan, Ella has a question.
Who does? Ella?
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 Yeah, sorry. On the one just before this, you said a slam invite in hearts or no trump.
No, I said not an invite. We're not going to invite. We're going to bid a slam, either in hearts or in no trump, depending on what partner says when I ask him whether he has a 4 card major. This is 10 points opposite at least 22.
So what does South bid then after the 2 no?
3 clubs. Stamen asking, do you have a 4 card major suit? If he bids spades, I'll bid 6 no trump. If he bids hearts, then I'll confirm hearts, and we'll talk about that another day, how I do that. I'll confirm hearts as the trump suit, and then I'll probably bid Blackwood. All right. Here, we got to finish this one here. We talked about that one. I wouldn't argue with pass too much. This is a cusp bid here. If partner has the right 14, you could make a game. It's not highly likely, but I think it's probably worth an invite here. Okay, this is board 7 from last Saturday morning. I'm terribly disappointed to tell all of you that there was only one pair who bid the hand correctly. So I want you to tell me how to bid this hand. Sal deals and opens 1 no trump. That's an ugly no trump. There are no aces, but nonetheless, it is a 1 no trump opener. Wes passed. Now, how should North respond?
2 clubs.
2 clubs.
2 clubs, absolutely. I cannot begin to tell you how many people just bid 3 no trump. 3 no trump goes down. You don't have a prayer of making 3 no trump because the opening lead is the 4 of hearts. The opponents rip off the first 5 heart tricks, and then East takes the ace of spades for down 2 vulnerable. This is not a promising looking 4-card spade suit, is it?
Yeah.
The only time you don't use Stamen when your partner has opened 1 no trump is when you are 4, 3, 3, 3, when you have no roughing value. Here, the shortness in hearts should tell you that you need to check for the 4-4 spade fit. Remember, you can play a trump suit that doesn't have any honors in it. It just means that all your losers are going to be in the trump suit instead of in the side suits. In this instance, one pair bid 4 spades and made 5. They are the ones who got to 4 spades, but North transferred to spades instead of bidding Stamen. That got them there. But transfer obviously wasn't quite right. But they bid 4 spades and made 5. Another pair bid it perfectly and made 4. Everybody else, one pair was, it went 1 no trump, 2 no trump. And with 11 points in the North hand, 2 no trump is never right. And everybody else, it was 1 no trump, 2 clubs on one hand, 2 spades, confirming the spade fit, and then North bid 3 no trump. They almost got there, but they went down 2 just like everybody else. So when you have some shape in your hand, no matter if that had been the 2, 3, 4, and 5 of spades, you still need to use Stamen. So that's the review for this morning, everybody. Don't forget we will not be here next week. But thank you for coming.
Hi, this is Susan. Thanks for watching this video today. Most of these videos come from our free bridge lessons that we present on Zoom every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. If you'd like to join us for those lessons, you can email us at the address shown below and we'll send you the link. If you can't attend the lessons, then feel free to subscribe to our channel and you'll be notified when there is a new one added. Again, thanks for stopping by and we hope to see you soon.